everyone, to today's topic of discussion is corona in the power systems. So we will be discussing the corona in the power systems. This is a important topic of power system to show that how much losses is occurring in the power system, how it affects the transmission line and the efficiency of the system that has been designed. So going to the next slide. So what are the basics? So this is basically, if I will draw the transmission line. So this is the transmission line, suppose, and this is the voltage. So this is the voltage between the two transmission lines. So the ionization of the surrounding air. So what is corona? It is the ionization of the surrounding air that is around the conductor. So this is the air that is around the conductor. So ionization of this air is due to the surrounding air, due to which there is a hissing noise in the system. That hissing noise is called as the corona effect. Now, why this corona effect or why this hissing noise is occurring in the system? Basically, what happens whenever the electric field due to voltage, you must have read one expression, that is E equal to V by D. So E equal to V by D. So whenever the electric field due to voltage is greater than the dielectric strength of the air. So what is the dielectric strength of the air? Here these are the two conductors. So suppose the dielectric strength is G is 21 kV per centimeter. So whenever the electric field due to voltage is greater than the dielectric strength of the air, so air around the conductor ionizes. This is air around the conductor ionizes. So this ionization is called as the corona effect. Now it is the phenomena of ionization of atmospheric air surrounding the power conductors. So that basic concept I have explained, why this ionization occurs. It is because of the electric field is greater than the dielectric strength of the air. So ionization starts. Now it is a self-sustained. So it is a self-sustained electrical discharge in which electric field is intensified, so that the ionization process starts over the portion of a distance between the electrodes of the transmission line. So it starts over the portion this. There are various advantages as well as disadvantages of this corona effect. Talking about the disadvantage, there are many disadvantages, although there are 1 to 2 advantages also that I will discuss in the next slide. Now, critical disruptive voltage. Talking about that, already the concept is clear that the electric field must be greater than the dielectric strength of the air. But again, there are some basic concept or terminology that comes in the corona. What is critical disruptive voltage? That is one of the important topic that comes under the corona, critical disruptive voltage. So it is the minimum phase to neutral voltage required for the corona discharge to start. So you can say this is the minimum voltage, or you can write it as VC. So this is the minimum voltage that is required for the ionization process to start. So that's why this is known as, does the corona to start, the potential gradient at the surface of the conductor must be greater than the dielectric strength of the air. So whatever I was talking, that electric field due to voltage must be greater than the dielectric strength of the air. So it is what? So how much is the voltage? Electric field, you have seen that E equal to V by D. So how much is the voltage? So that must be the VC. So the minimum voltage to start the corona is VC, critical disruptive voltage. Its formula is given by VC is equal to mgr del ln d by r. There are different terms associated with what is M, what is G, what is delta, what is ln d by r. So its VC unit is kV per phase, and it is an RMS value. Remember, it is an RMS value. So there is in the numerical, if other values are given of the kV per phase, you have to convert it into the RMS value. If suppose the maximum value is given, so Vrms, you remember what is Vrms is Vmax by root 2. So where M is the surface factor. So surface factor, now in the surface factor also there comes for the surface factor comes for the solid conductor as well as for the hollow conductors. Different values are there for the hollow as well as solid conductors. Where D is the distance between the conductors. That I have already explained you. If these are the two transmission line, what is the distance? So this D is the distance between the two conductors. G is the 21 kV per centimeter. That is the dielectric strength. That is also in the RMS value. Again, Next is the R is the radius of the conductor. So while solving any of the numerical based on the corona, it must be clear what are the different terms is there. What is M, what is G, what is R, what is del, what is ln d by r. Now what is this del that I am explaining you? It is 3.92 B upon 273 plus T. There is a temperature. Remember this T is what? It is temperature, and B is what? Barometric pressure. This B stands for barometric pressure. Although I have not written here, but it's clear B is at barometric pressure that is there. Or you can say it is atmospheric pressure. So these are the different terminologies that are associated with the corona. Again, revising the concept, corona, when the electric field is greater than the dielectric strength, then the breakdown occurs and the ionization starts. Again, at what voltage the breakdown will occur, that is known as the first voltage is that at which the breakdown occurs is known as the critical disruptive voltage, that is VC. Okay. Now going to the next terminology, after discussing about the critical disruptive voltage, again comes the next terminology in the corona, that is critical visual voltage. So this is next, and critical visual voltage, this is the next term, and it is denoted like critical disruptive voltage that was denoted by VC, it is denoted by VV. So the voltage at which corona is visible. See, try to understand the difference between the critical disruptive voltage and the critical visual voltage. Critical disruptive voltage is that voltage at which corona has started, but it is not visible to us. But critical visual voltage is that voltage at which the corona is visible to us. You can see it. So the voltage at which corona is visible, that is VV, with violet bluish color. What is the color? Violet bluish color. It is known as the critical visual voltage. So remember, these are the questions that are asked in the objective also, or whenever the interviewer asks you, what is the color that is seen by the person who is standing or who is observing, that color that is you are seeing when the corona occurs. So it is the violet bluish color. That can be asked in the objective also. Violet bluish color is appearing. Now, critical visual voltage that I have explained you what is VV, critical visual voltage. So there is a formula, Peake's empirical formula to give the critical visual voltage. That is VV mgr del ln mgr del 1 plus 0.3 R delta ln d by R. So all these terms are very much clear to you. M is surface factor, G is dielectric strength, R is the radius, del is del that I have already explained you. I will also write it again. Del is 3.92 P 273 plus T ln d by R. R is the radius, D is the distance between the conductors. Now, if the corona loss, now again comes the point, if the corona occurs, then what is its effect in the transmission line? So if the corona occurs, then the power loss will be there in the line, and it is derived by the Peake's empirical formula. This is the power loss, PL. So this is the power loss to explain what is the loss that is occurring in the system. So 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 5, 4.4 plus 25, F plus 25 by F under root R by D, V minus VC square. F is the frequency. Suppose normal operating frequency 50 Hz. If you are saying that we are switching to 60 Hz frequency, then how much power loss will be occurring in the system? So there can be a objective question. Obviously, a simple objective question can be framed on this. This much is the power loss that is occurring on this frequency, and what will be the power loss if the frequency is increased from 50 Hz to 60 Hz? This is the operating voltage V, and this is the critical disruptive voltage. Remember the unit. You just remember the unit. That is very much important. Kilowatt per kilometer per phase. Sometimes the numericals are given in the meter, but you have to convert it into the kilometer. If not watt, then you have to convert it into the kilowatt. If it is given the voltage, or then you have to convert it into the phase. So these units are very much important, because you can make the numerical wrong if you have not taken care of these units, because the units play an important role. You will not get the right answer. Going to the next slide. Methods to reduce corona. Now, this is very much clear. If the voltage is greater than the dielectric strength, then the corona will occur. Now, due to this corona, VC is the voltage at which the corona is occurring in the system. VV is the voltage at which corona is visible to us. That is the bluish violet color. Now, Methods to reduce corona. So what are the methods? Now corona is occurring in the system, and what are the losses in the system? That is given by the Peake's empirical formula. You have seen, that is PL. That is the Peake's empirical formula that we have discussed in the last slide. Now we don't want the corona to occur in the system. Obviously the transmission line losses are there, due to which for example, if we are generating 240 watt power, and due to the transmission line losses, we are getting at the receiving end, we are getting only, suppose, 150 watt. So already the losses are occurring in the system, but that is there. We don't want the extra losses to occur. That is the corona loss that is occurring. So what are the methods to reduce this? Now critical VC is the voltage. VC is the critical disruptive voltage. If it is greater than V, then corona will not occur in the system. This is the first point. The corona will not occur, so that PL is equal to 0. Now this is the important point from the any objective point of view, or for calculating any numerical. You kept in mind that we have to keep the VC to be higher, because if VC is greater than V, then the corona loss will not occur. We have to keep the VC to be higher. Most important for the numerical as well as the objective point of view, VC to be higher. Anybody can ask you when the corona loss will not occur in the system, sir. Say directly, sir, VC must be greater than V. That is the operating voltage. Now what are the other methods? By increasing the conductor size. So the voltage at which corona occurs can be raised by increasing the conductor size. So this is very much clear. Hence the corona effect may be reduced. This is one of the reasons that why ACSR conductors which have a larger cross-sectional areas are used. So you know that by increasing the size of the conductor, the corona can be reduced. So how you can do it? So how you can increase the size of the conductor? So there are different categories of conductor, out of which ACSR conductor, steel caused aluminum reinforced, ACSR, steel core aluminum reinforced conductor. They are used for increasing the size of the conductors. That I will also explain how the size of the conductor is increased. Basically, then how we will make the VC to be higher. By increasing the conductor spacing. Now you have seen these are the conductor distance. This D is the distance between the conductor. So by increasing the conductor spacing, the corona effect may be eliminated by increasing the spaces between the conductor, which raises the voltage at which corona occurs. Now what is the concept? By increasing the spacing means by increasing the distance between the conductor, we can raise the voltage at which corona occur. And what is the voltage at which corona was occurring? That is known as the critical disruptive voltage, VC. So whole idea was, or a whole idea is to keep the VC to be higher, and by that we can do it by increasing the conductor spacing. However, increase in the conductor spacing is limited. That is also there. There is a tower, there is a ground, tower, and the conductor is going on it. So there is a certain limitations also. We can't increase the height to be a very much. You cannot make the tower to be very long. So however, the conductor spacing or the conductor tower height or that structure, we have the limitation on this. So going to the next point, by using the bundle conductors. So this topic I will explain you what is the bundle conductor. So by using the bundle conductor, self GMD of the conductor is increased. Basically, if I will explain you in brief, L is directly proportional to Ln GMD by GMR. Ln GMD by GMR. So from this relation you can say that inductor is inversely proportional to what? This geometric mean radius and geometric mean distance. This is distance and this is geometric mean radius. So self GMD, one is GMD, and that is one is called as the mutual GMD, other is called as the self GMD. So by increasing this self GMD, the VC is at the higher value since the self GMD is increased. This is increased, the inductor is decreased. This is the inverse relation due to which what happens, our VC voltage is higher. Again there comes the point, atmospheric air pressure. So atmospheric air pressure is less in higher areas. For the atmospheric air pressure, there is a relation delta is 3.92 B upon 273 plus T. So atmospheric air pressure is less in the hilly areas, so that the corona is more frequent in the area. If delta will be less, B will be atmospheric pressure will be less, then the delta will be less. And it is clear from the relation that I have explained you that Vc is directly proportional to del. Now, if Vc is directly proportional to del and del is less in the hilly areas, so if the delta is reduced, then Vc is reduced. And if the Vc is reduced to a lower value, then it is very much clear then the corona will increase, because from the starting I am explaining you for the if we have to avoid the corona, then the value of the Vc to be higher as much as possible. So this is one of the important reason, or that is asked in the interviews, that why the corona is more in the hilly areas, is not more frequent in the plain areas. So going to the next point slide. Disadvantages of corona loss. So talking about the disadvantages of corona loss, it decreases the effective distance between the conductor so that the capacitive effect appears. That is very much clear if this is transmission line. So what is the effective distance? See, actually the distance was d1. Previously the distance between the two conductors was d1. But now what happens? Due to the corona, what is the effective distance? Now, due to the occurrence of the corona, the effective distance between the two conductors is reduced to d2. Hence, it is clear d2 is less than d1. Since the d2 is less than d1, so first point is satisfied. It decreases the effective distance between the conductors. Hence, the capacitive effect increases. What is the capacitive effect? If this is the ground, if this is the conductor that is flowing, conductor that is going between the tower, and this is the capacitive effect in the transmission line C, that is occurring between the transmission line and the ground. So if the distance between the transmission line and the ground is reduced, the capacitive effect will increase. It causes more power loss. So obviously in the starting I have explained, due to the corona, initially the power system was having its losses due to, you can say, I square Z losses. Initially the I square Z losses was occurring in the system, resistance losses, reactive losses was there. And again due to this corona, the capacitive effect will occur. And again due to this corona, the effective distance will be reduced. And also the power loss formula that is also explained to you, power loss that is directly proportional to F plus 25. So due to which the power loss is also occurring in the system. It increases the charging current of the capacitor. That is clear from this. Charging current of the capacitor is increased. That is IC. And why it is increased? Because the effective distance between the conductor and the ground is reduced. So capacitive effect is more in this due to the corona. It causes interference to the communication line. This is very much clear again. Why interference? Suppose these two lines are running, corona is occurring. So effective radius between the two conductors are reduced. When the effective radius between the conductors are reduced, though it causes the interference to the other communication line. That is the other concept. You have studied the radio interference. So when the two communications line comes close to each other, then the radio interference effect is there in the system. Due to this corona, and what we have to do if we have to avoid the radio interference? Simple thing. If the two transmission lines having the radio interference effect, then we increase the distance between the transmission lines. But here, what is there? Now the distance has been increased to reduce the radio interference effect. But still, due to the corona effect, if the corona is occurring, it again reduces the distance between the two transmission lines. So it gives the rise or chance of another radio interference effect that we are avoiding because of by increasing the distance between the two transmission lines. Now, advantages of a corona. The effective diameter of the power conductor increases due to corona. That you have already seen. Suppose this is a conductor. Now effective diameter of the power conductor increases due to conductor corona. How? If this is the question in your mind, how the effective diameter of the power conductor is increases? It is actually due to the corona. The surrounding air surrounding the conductors becomes conductive. You know, this is the conductor, this is the corona, and the air that was around the conductor is now conductive. Here in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area, if suppose I am just saying to compare, it is not like that corona will occur here and only in this point only, but I am just explaining you if the corona is not occurring and if the corona is occurring, then the air around the conductor will become what? Conductive, and hence the effective diameter increases. That is the point. The effective diameter of the conductor increases. Now, due to the increase in this effective diameter, the shunt capacitance of the line increases. That I have already explained you. Shunt capacitance of the line increases. That is the capacitance between the transmission line and the ground. If this is ground. Now, due to this increased effective diameter, the electrostatic stress between the power conductors reduces. So, these are the different IC. If IC increases, charging current is more, then the losses will be there, the reactive power losses will be there, QC, that we will study in detail in the power systems. How if the charging current is increased, what is the reactive power demand is there, what is QC, what is the losses, that is other concept of the power system. Now, corona helps to reduce the effect of transient produced by the oversurge. This is the most important point, that how the corona will reduce the transient. Suppose this is the surge. This is the surge that is occurring in the transmission line. This is the intensity of the surge, you can see. Now, if whatever the energy in the transmission line, if the lightning is there, then what happens? The intensity of the lightning is reduced because of the formation of the corona. So, this is the point why the corona is helpful for us. So, whatever the intensity of the surge that is occurring, energy you can say it is wasted because of the formation of corona. So, it is less harmful for our transmission line, or for the, because you know, if the transmission line is having insulation, and insulation strength depends upon what? The operating voltage. And these lightnings have the very high voltages, but now their intensity is reduced due to the formation of these corona, and therefore their effect on the transmission line is less. So, this is the most important advantage if you talk about of the corona, that corona is occurring, many losses are there. PL, that you have explained what is the power loss is there, but what is the advantage? There is also advantage. It helps to protect our system because of the higher lightning that is having a very high voltages in kV or MVs. Lightning voltages is basically in kVs and MVs. So, we are able to protect our system because of that high voltages. So, this is the important topics. What is the critical disruptive voltage that we have gone through, critical visual voltage, power loss formula, disadvantages of corona, advantages of corona. Now, let's discuss one or two numerical bases on this corona. Objective questions or numericals. So, suppose just the numerical is necessary to clear your concept about this corona. A three-phase line has a conductor 2 cm in diameter, spaced equilaterally 1 meter apart. Diameter is what? Radius is given 2 by 2. Distance is given, what is 1 meter apart. And what is the dielectric strength of the air is, that is 30 kV per centimeter. Now, find the disruptive voltage for the line. So, how you will calculate the critical disruptive voltage? That is required VC. Take air density factor to be 0.952 and the irregularity factor as 0.9. So, what is the radius? So, radius of the conductor is, you know, what is the diameter? That is 2 by 2. What is the conductor spacing? That is 1 meter or 100 centimeter. And that is the dielectric strength, that is given to be 30 kV per centimeter. 30 kV per centimeter. And now what is RMS? 21.2 kV RMS per centimeter. Now, what is the critical disruptive voltage? That formula in the starting we have discussed. Vc is equal to mgr del ln d by r. M is the surface factor, d is the dielectric extent, r is the radius, and del is the air density factor, that is 0.952, that is already given. Ln d by r, where d is the distance. D is the distance, r is the radius. So, what is the distance that is given in the numerical? So, distance is given to be 1 meter. Distance is given to be 1 meter, and what is the radius? That is 2, diameter 2 by 2, that is 1. So, putting all these values, we will get the Vc critical disruptive voltage to be 83.64 kV per phase. But if we want to require the line voltages, if I want to require the line voltage, then what is the line voltage? You know from the simple relation, V phase is V line by root 3. So, how you will be able to get the line voltage from this V phase voltage? The V line is, V phase is 83.64 and root 3 is 1.732. So, this is the line voltage that we are getting for the critical disruptive voltage, what we are getting. So, this is the line version. Now, going to the next numerical based on this, we are having the two numericals. Okay.